I sent you an article, Warren. All right. Y'all give me 1 minute. Bear with me. I sent it to you, how you done? The middle one.
The middle.
All right. Shalom, Israel. I'm preaching Numbers of 1,000, Thama Young, and I'm teaching the ISBK Atlanta Monday night history class. All right. Do anybody on the conference call got any questions? Got any scriptures you want to bring out? Anybody in the conference call or the classroom, do you have any scriptures or anything you want to bring out before I get my topic started? All right. Today is the last day of the feast day. All right? So this last day you got to bring some food. Did y'all bring some food? Most High Christ, give sisters a hand. All right. All right, man. Okay. And today, I want to talk about the siege of Jerusalem, because a lot of people don't know about the siege of Jerusalem. All right. Do anybody know what siege means? To siege.
Siege means to take over.
Get in the microphone here. I'll let sister answer first, and then I'm gonna let you answer, Ward. All right? This is all y'all. You know I got you. You know I got you, my main man. This is all y'all. Go ahead. Who's speaking? What's going on, Ward? All right, go ahead, sis. Ain't no mic on.
Would you like the definition, or would you want my?
All right.
Definition
Well, let's see what you're going to say first. Then we can get the definition.
I said siege is when you basically when you come in and take over something that belongs to somebody else. That means you're sieging.
You're halfway done, not all the way correct.
Oh.
Okay? But you got the definition. But before you read the definition, somebody has something to say on the conference call? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I was talking to the definition. I don't want it about me.
Oh, the sister got the definition.
Oh, yes, well, you come across it.
All right. Go ahead, sis.
A siege is a military operation in which enemy
Get the mic.
Siege, a military operation.
It's on?
What? It's on.
Go ahead.
Siege, a military
I
operation.
don't think it's on. I don't hear it.
I can.
Yeah, it's on.
I'll say it.
Tap it for. Tap it for. Yeah, turn it up.
Yeah, it's on.
Turn the volume up. There you go.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Siege, a military operation in which enemy forces surround a town or building, cutting off essential supplies with the aim of compelling the surrender of those inside.
All right. I need you to read that slow for me, sis. Read it slow for me, because, you know, like for people on the internet that never been in the class, we got to feed them like babies. We got to talk to them slow. I mean, all right. So go ahead.
A military operation.
A military operation, right?
In which enemy forces surround a town or building.
So when you surround the town or the building, you basically making a circle. You got a circle of men making a circle around the town or the village, so nobody can escape. All right? Read.
Cutting off essential supplies.
Like water, food, animals, whatever, you know what I mean? Anything that you use for resources, they cutting it off, all right? Read.
With the aim of compelling the surrender of those inside.
Okay, I taught this word on the first day of this the feast day, right? What do the word compel mean? Anybody know? Compel. Compel means to force. To force. Always remember that, right? When the white man back in the time of the Greeks or the time of the Romans, when there was siege in Jerusalem, right? They was cutting off the food supply, the water supply. The same thing the damn Americans did to the Native American Indians. What they did, they killed the damn buffalo. You know, right now with us, they polluted the damn water, so we gotta go to them for some good water. I mean, cause you ain't even drink no water, the faucet. You want that jungle punch, that's what I call it, that city punch. You want that, you know what's in there. I mean, same thing with the foods. They mess with the foods, but right here in this context, the white man was just cutting off everything because he was trying to make the Jews surrender, and he did end up making them surrender because they ended up start eating their babies and stuff because they ain't had no food. I mean, so this history class right here is so important because you think 70 AD was the first time that they surrounded us and stuff in Jerusalem and made us give up. That wasn't the first time. The first time this happened was when King Herodd and Marc Antony, they had got together to make us give up Jerusalem. And this is how King Herodd became King Herodd of Judea. This is how he was the king over us during the time of Christ. All right, he got the help of the Romans. He was a Roman client. That means they were allies. They got together to take over us, right? But to me, they're not allies. They're the same damn people. They are Edomites. They are devils. All right. But they don't. In the history books, they'll tell you that they were allies. The whole time they're the same damn group, Edomites. All right. So, Yahweh, do you have the siege of Jerusalem, 37 BC? Okay, I need you to get that for me. Do anybody know what 37 BC means? Anytime you learn history, you need to learn what is AD and what is BC. Now they changed the game around to BCE and CE. But you gotta follow these devils because they'll trick you now. Because it used to be BC and 80, now it's BCE and CE. All right. I'm gonna teach y'all that today, though. All right. So go ahead and speak, Warren. I need you to pass that mic around, Warren.
I was gonna say 37 BC is 37 years before Christ.
Give him a hand. So what would AD mean?
AD would mean after death.
And what else? What's the Roman definition? That's what I need because that's your terminology. That's your private interpretation. Go ahead.
It's Latin Anno Dominio, meaning the year of our Lord.
Anno Domini. That's right. Give him a hand. The year of our Lord. That's what it means. All right. I used to think so. I thought it was after death too, but that's another translation. All right.
Come.
All right. Go ahead. Yahweh, you done?
Come. This is the siege of Jerusalem, 37 BC.
Oh, stop. I'm gonna ask y'all, cause I'm moving kind of fast, because I'm gonna get through my topic, because I got a lot today, and I came late. What do BCE mean? And don't look it up. If you don't know it, ask me. You gotta look it up. Go ahead, look it up. You can look it up. Go ahead, sis. No. Let's look it up. What do BCE mean? BCE and CE. Go ahead, Warrior.
Before Common Era is BCE, and
CE.
CE is Common Era.
Give him a hand. Go ahead, Warrior. You need to pass that mic around. He didn't hear him. That's why he need the mic. About the show. What you said again, Warrior? Make sure it's turned up. About the show. Yeah, he understand it. Howard, I just said that, boy. I'm gonna make sure everybody is on the mic so y'all can hear, okay? And I'm gonna make sure y'all on this mic as well. All right, y'all, you go ahead and read.
Carl Khan. Siege of Jerusalem, 37 BC. Herod the Great, Salakia. Herod's siege of Jerusalem was the final step in his campaign to secure the throne of Judea. Aided by Roman forces provided by Marc Antonius, Herodd was able to capture the city.
Hold on, I need to read the other part too. Marc Antonius, because people don't know him by Marc Antonius. People know him, most people that do history, they know him by Mark Anthony. So I need you to say Mark Anthony too. That's the main name I need you to say.
Con. Aided by Roman forces provided by Marcus Antonius, Marc Antony, Herod was able to capture the city.
Anybody, I'll stop right there. Anybody know what was Mark Anthony famous for? The nigga the scholar. Go ahead, Warren. Give him a hand, man. He said exactly what I was looking for. And you know what? The Romans didn't like that. They didn't like that. They didn't like him messing with that African. No, my bad. She was an African. She was a Ptolemy. Back then, they was having a civil war. You know how America had a civil war between the North and the South? Here, the Romans were having a civil war. And Mark Antony was in love with this Ptolemy. She was a Greek though. I mean, and he had another Roman that didn't like that. I think his name was Octavian, if I'm mistaken, Octavian. So they had a civil war. And Mark Antony seen himself about to lose, and white people, they can't handle loss too well. Anytime anybody lose, they go crazy, and he killed himself. That's how bad the white man want to win. He don't want to see defeat. All right, he got a proud spirit. So read on, Warren.
Carl. Herod was able to capture the city and dispose Antigonus the second Matthias.
Now, if y'all paying attention, right? When I first taught class, what it was, Sunday, who was Matthias? Okay, Matthias. Go ahead.
Matthias is the one that went in with Judas Maccabeus to defeat the Grecians.
He went in.
Yeah, they were together to defeat the Grecians.
But who he is to Judas Maccabeus?
His brother?
No.
That his brother?
They family, but they're not brothers. Go ahead. Go ahead, boy. Give him a hand. And also, what do Maccabee mean?
Hammer.
What you say, word?
Hammer.
Give him a hand. Hammer. All right. And you was correct about the Hasmonean, right? Hasmonean or Asmonean had the office amongst the Judites of being high priest. And that's why Judas Maccabees and his father Matthias, they had some rank amongst the Jews because they was high ranking. All right, they had the office. Okay, go ahead and read, Warden.
Come. The siege appears in the writings of Josephus and Dio Cassius.
Go ahead. Hold on. I need you to click background for me, okay? And read the background.
In 63 BC, following his victory in the Third Mithratic War, Pompey the Great, intervened in a civil war in the Hasmonean kingdom between Hyrcanus II and Aristobulus II, They conquered Judea and appointed Hyrcanus high priest. Under Hyrcanus, real power rested with his chief minister, Antipater the Idumean.
We know what Idumean means. Idumean means Edom, Edomite. All right. This is why people was making deals with these devils. All right. Read.
In 49 BC, Antipater prompted Hyrcanus to side with Julius Caesar during Caesar's civil war.
We all know about Julius Caesar, right? Julius Caesar, he's the man that messed up the calendar. Now we don't know time. If it wasn't with ISBK, we know time in here. Because we got generals that look at the stars and the moons and the sun, right? And they're different. They make a difference between what high holy days, what days we supposed to celebrate the high holy days on, you know what I mean? And what days we supposed to keep. I mean, we don't wait on the white man to tell us, or we don't look to the fake Jewish man to tell us when to celebrate our days. We got generals who got the knowledge from the slaves, from our business, to let us know when to celebrate the Passover and stuff. You know what I mean? But go ahead.
Following his victory, Caesar bestowed the title of Ethnarch on Hyrcanus. Ethnarch, okay. Ethnarch is another word for okay, I can put it. The top man in charge. It's not another word for king. This would be another word for the man in charge, but not a king. Not a king at all. I mean, you just a general, or you the man in charge, okay? That's another word for that. Go ahead. Con. And Epitropos, or procurator on Antipater. A few years later, Antipater appointed his sons, Father and Herodd, military governors of Jerusalem and the Galilee, respectively. After the Roman Civil War following the murder of Julius Caesar, Hyrcanus and Antipater became clients of Marc Antony, who now ruled the Roman East.
Mm-hmm. What's another name for the Roman East? Later on down the road, what was the Roman East? Because Rome was split into two after Septimius Severus. So you had the west side of Rome, and what would be the east side of Rome? Go ahead, Ward.
That would be like,
Hold on. Is that y'all?
it'll be the Syrian coast, over there by the where our land is. Israel, the land of Israel along the Mediterranean coast, all into Africa, back east.
I say after Septimius Severus, so we got to think now. After Septimius Severus, what happened after that? I mean, what you about to say, Isaiah? No. What was East Rome and West Rome? Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a hint. What did Constantine rule? Go ahead. Where's Constantinople? Give him a hand, because it was a time when we ruled the East, the Byzantine Empire, and the white man took back over the West. Alright? There was a time where we lost the Byzantine Empire to the Ottoman Turks, and they turned the Byzantine Empire, Constantinople, into Istanbul, Turkey, modern day Turkey today. Alright? Go ahead, Warren.
In 40 BC, and Antigonus Mattathias, son of Hasmonean Artabolus II, offered money to the Parthian army.
Where you at, you say 40 BC or 49 BC?
40.
Where you at? Oh yeah, I see it. I'm lost. My bad. Go ahead.
In 40 BC, Antonius Mattathias, son of Hasmonean Aristobulus II, offered money to the Parthian army.
Who is the Parthian army? The Parthian army. Who is these people? The Persians. That's what they are. The Iranian. All right. He offered money to the Persians to defeat the Greeks. My bad. No. To defeat the Greeks and the Romans. Well, whoever was going against you there, but basically Idumea, he paid the East Indians to fight them and to protect them. All right, this is what he messed up at. I mean, also Judas Maccabees, after they defeated the Greeks, they know the Greeks is always gonna come back. That's a white man. He ain't gonna never stop fighting you. All right, you can defeat him. If you don't kill all of them, they're gonna always come back and fight you. All right. They're a plague that you got to cut off for real. You got to exterminate them because they're gonna come back a greater monster if you don't exterminate them. Like look at the Agagites, the King Agag, the Amalek. I mean the Amalek. We call the Amalekites. Look, they're the modern day Jews, man. They came back greater. They came back as a greater force. These fake Jews, they came back and did more than the Amalekites did. They came and took your identity, your language, your culture. And now they got you lost in America, calling yourself an African American, walking around with your heritage, with that little black wave cap on, whatever that junk they keep on top of their head. I see them today at the airport because where I'm from, you got a lot of them fake Jews. They stay in a place called Boca Raton, and it's some rich damn devils, man. And every time I see one of them, they're like little rats. They come out the sewer to me, man. Like, look at this damn rat bastard. I'm talking like Herodd now. They look like rats to me, you know what I mean? you slick MF. You walk around my heritage with your nose up in the air. I mean, and with your little curly little sideburns, you know, little curls they got. I can't stand them devils, man. I guess, but they came back. They came back as a force to be reckoned with. All right, all because King Saul didn't kill all of them off, man. All right. He came back as the next feast day we're gonna worship is Feast of Purim. He came back as Haman. You're gonna learn about Haman in the Feast of Purim. He was a son of King Agag, Amalekites. Okay, the white man that was in Macedonia at this time, right? When you hear about Alexander the Great, his father Philip, they was in Macedonia. You know what I mean? And they were Edomites, and they was also Amalekites. The Greeks was Amalekites, and the Greeks came back as a powerful force. The Greeks took over the whole world. Then you had the damn Romans, man. All right, that's why when the Lord tell you to do something, do it. The Lord tell you to kill everything, kill it, man. But us, we always got to be curious, and guess what? Curiosity gonna kill the cat. Stop being curious, man. Stop wondering if the Lord got your back or not. He got your back. Just listen, man. Because you don't know no damn better. Why? Because the Lord created you. You didn't create him. He knows exactly what you need to do. You don't know what you need to do. And you don't know the hell you're going without the Lord. Alright? That's our problem. We always got to be thinking too damn hard. Let the Lord think for you, man. Let the Lord fight your battle, man. You just chill. Alright? Read on.
Comment. The Parthians invaded Roman Syria, took Judea, captured Hyrcanus and Basil, and installed Antigonus.
And also, I'm going to ask y'all another question. What Greek general ruled Syria? My bad. What Greek king after? Go ahead, Ward. No, he ruled Egypt. Go ahead.
It's like I don't want that to be Herodd.
No. What? He's not a Greek. He's from Idumea. He's an Edomite. He's from Edom.
Salak.
Go ahead.
Alexander.
Okay, but what? He had 4 generals that turned into kings. So which general ruled Syria? This Syrian king also came and took over Jerusalem and put us in damn slavery. Go ahead. Yes, it was Demetrius, but what Greek tribes that Demetrius came from? No, Seleucid. I remember that. Seleucid. Whatever that name is, goddamn. Seleucid. Damn, if I'm pronouncing it right. You got Ptolemy, you got Seleucus. And if you from Seleucus, you a Seleucus, I'm not pronouncing that thing. I don't know pronounce. I speak Greek, I speak Hebrew. But you from Seleucus, all right? Read on. But the Seleucus, him and Ptolemy, they was going to war, all right? They wanted Egypt. They wanted Egypt, and they wanted to take. They was having civil war amongst each other. They all on agreed for land. And this time, it was Demetrius. Demetrius had killed King Antiochus. Y'all remember King Antiochus? He killed him. He killed him, and he sat on his throne. He said, "I want Egypt." But go ahead. And this was Mark Antony got in trouble at because he was in love with Cleopatra. All right. A lot of people think Cleopatra is a black woman or she's African. Cleopatra is a damn devil, right? She's a damn dog. She is Lassie. Cleopatra is nothing to be famous amongst us. She's our enemy. Read.
Hyrcanus was mutilated and Phasael committed suicide rather than fall into the hands of Antiochus II.
It said who committed suicide?
Phasael.
I gotta see where you at. But go ahead, yeah.
Herodd and his family were besieged at Masada, but Herodd escaped to Petra when he received no help from the Nabateans. Herodd made his way to Rome, supported by Antony. He was proclaimed king of the. I got to say that?
Huh?
I got to say that part right now?
Yeah, he was king of the Jews. That's true. He was king of the Jews. He was. I mean, that's not a lie. He was.
But do I have
How did he? Yes, you have to say it because of history. He became king of the Jews because we was going against each other. We was going to the oppressors that had our manners. Like today, we do the same thing today. You know what I mean? The black woman, she go to the white man to correct the black man. Correct that nigga. Put him on child support. Tell me they don't do it. No, he had a good paying job. I'm on an abortion. She go to the oppressor to correct her brother. Well, she should be going to the ISBK.
Right.
Don't be going to no damn devils to correct your people because white people don't know how to correct black people. That's not their job. It's our job to correct them. How can a damn troglodyte, a damn caveman, correct the original people of the earth? You're clean. He need to take a bath. You know what I mean? He need to use a razor. You don't. You good. You know, I mean, we might take a little nips. But that white man don't use a razor, man. Look at him. He not gonna be looking like he look now. He gonna look like he belong in a cave because that's where he belongs. We need to correct him. Now, sometimes a white man has a natural love to have sex with dogs. He need to be corrected by us. I mean, we don't do stuff like that. The white man and the African and the rest of the heathens, they do odd things, man, and they need to be corrected. But we go to them for correction and wonder why we in hell. Wonder why we catch a backlash. All right? We need to stop going to the oppressors. The reason why Christ was under Roman prophets because our leaders went to the Romans. We're gonna read about that. They went to the Romans because they got tired of fighting the Greeks, and they knew that the Greeks were scared of the Romans. All right? But we're gonna read about that. I ain't gonna get too far in my lesson. But let's read.
Supported by Antony, he was proclaimed king of the Jews by the Roman Senate and returned to Judea to claim the throne.
So after he went to the Romans to say, hey, I'm gonna conquer these people. He was determined in his mind that he gonna conquer us with the help of the Romans. And the Romans were like, okay, you gonna be king of the Jews then. You gonna be their king. Read. Also, you gotta remember King Herodd, he like the daytime, he wouldn't look white. He looked like one of the barges because his mama, one of the Herodds, one of their moms was black and their father was white. All right, that a lot of people don't know. So he blended in with the Jews. All right, read.
Between 39 and 38 BC, the Roman general Publius Ventidius Bassus defeated the Parthian army,
So he defeated the Persians, the Elamites, the East Indians of the day. Alright, read.
sending troops under the command of Papadius Silo to await the arrival of Herodd. Herodd landed Ptolemaeus and began his campaign against Antigonus with the conquest of the Galilee, marched down the coast to take Joppa, and then relieved Masada, where his family was still holed up.
Now, okay, I need y'all to understand this. Where is the land of Edom? Go ahead.
East of Israel.
That's right. They neighbors. They're neighbors. So and he wanted his neighboring country, and that's what he conquested after, and that's what he got. Go ahead.
He then marched on Jerusalem, hoping to capture the city and bring a swift end to the war.
Right.
Faced with corruption among his Roman officers, mutinous Roman troops, and Antiochus guerrillas, however, Herod was forced to abandon his siege of Jerusalem. He operated in Judea, Samaria, and Galilee instead, fighting against both insurgents and bandits, while sending his brother Joseph to deal with Idumea. By late 38 BC, reinforced by several Roman legions, and having fought 2 years of counter-insurgency, Herod was finally able to pacify the Galilee and march south.
What do that mean to pacify Galilee? What did he do when he pacified the people? They were pacified. What that mean? He had that place in control. Go ahead. That's right, pacified. It's like you pacify a baby. You know what I mean? Go ahead. And you feeding them what they want, what you want them to know. Like these devils over here pacifying us, feeding us just like they're a baby. That's why Christ said, "You are your father, the devil." This devil raising you up. He feeding you. You let the Lord feed you knowledge. You let the devil feed you knowledge. But you want to say you know God. God got a name. So what God you talking about? You ain't talking about the God of Israel. You ain't let him feed you. When it's time for him to feed you, you say that's done away with. I don't want to taste that. That's bitter. Because Creflo Dollar say so. Creflo Dollar say if you keep the laws of God, you gon' sin. I mean, you listen to him, and he works for the white man. The white man hired him to pacify you, and you are pacified. Our people are pacified, ain't it? Greatly pacified. Every time I go back home, they call me by my slave name. Man, look here. I love my family. I can't be around them too long because you ain't gonna pacify me. No, you not gonna pacify me or burn me. I mean, they show me all them old pictures of who I look like. I hear you. You's my relative. You not my family. You my relative. My family is the Isupk. All right, that's why I get love at. You my relative. I had to separate myself from you. I mean, blood don't make you family. What make you family is brothers and sisters who gonna keep the laws of God, man.
Right.
All right. These people gonna have your back. These people you can leave your baby around or your wife around, and you ain't worried about them trying to, hey, what's up? You ain't worried about that. You ain't worried about no sneak disses in here. We'll be around your wife and won't say 2 words to her, but shalom. How you doing, sis? You ain't got no interest in sleeping with your wife. But them Christians and that pastor, you better not. You know what time it is. All right, read on.
Come on. Antigonus attempted to face Herodd in a pitched battle, striking against both Jericho and Samaria, but both efforts were defeated. Herod once again pitched camp outside Jerusalem, though the onset of winter brought military operations to a halt.
So basically, King Herod ended up winning and became the so-called king of the Jews, man. I mean,
y'all don't want.
yeah.
If I may. I can't wait to cry and get back. So the real king of the Jews can be proclaimed. That's blasphemy right there, Salam.
It's bad for me, but guess what? Our people need to hear that, all right? Because you and the truth, they don't know, all right? All they know is he was the king of the Jews, and sometimes you can go too fast and try to give these Christians a crash course because when I teach these classes, right, I just don't teach for y'all. I teach for people on the internet that they never heard this truth. All right, that's why sometimes we'll say Christ and we'll say Jesus. I mean, because they don't know Yahweh Shai. They don't know what you know. All right, and they can't eat. They can't eat on no steak. They're gonna throw up. I mean, they need milk. They need Similac. And you got to talk in their language. This is fishing. When we do all this preaching, it's fishing. It's a time where Christ said, God said, I'm going to send fishers. And later on, I'm going to send hunters. Right now, we fishing. All right, and they don't know what we know. So we had to take our time. You know what I mean? And we had to be patient. And we had to use some of these terminologies that's coming out these history textbooks. You know what I mean?
All
right, so
like y'all,
go ahead.
What you just said is so heavy, you know what I'm saying? But in this article right here, you know, just to piggyback off what you just said, in that article it mentioned Idumea and Petra and other places that the Edomites dwell and who they are, you know what I'm saying? And when you talk to Christians in the world, if we say Edom or Idumea or Mount Seir to them, they don't know what we talking about. But when they hear it coming from the oppressor, you know what I'm saying? They some kind of way they get smart all of a sudden. But you know, hearing it from that brother, you know, it's like we don't know what we talking about. Salah.
Yeah, man, you're right. Because where's Petra?
Salah, in the caves. It's a cave dwelling in the desert, in south of Israel, northeast of Egypt.
But Petra is inside of Edom. You know that, right?
Come.
It's inside the land of Edom. It's like the capital of Edom. And you'll see how they had their homes in the caves back then. And this is how you know we deal with the same damn devils, man. Because their architect is the same ones over here in America.
So like y'all the one about
Go ahead.
When you go and look at ancient, well you gotta say ancient because it's still there. When you go and look at the site of Petra, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it looks just like Washington D.C.
I'm about to say that. Give me a hand.
It looks just like the what is that place? Not the White House, but the other
Washington Monument.
Not the Washington Monument. The place where they the Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah.
It looked like the Lincoln Memorial, and it has also structure of the Congress building as well. You know what I'm saying? It's weird how that is, but it's just, you know, there's nothing new under the sun, like the Bible says.
Damn right. Give me a hand, man. Now, I'm gonna start the class longer because of my lateness. All right, it's not good. Let's go to 1 Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 1. Well, we got to read.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 1. In the 115th year, Demetrius, the son of Seleucus,
So I tell you about Seleucus. Go ahead.
departed from Rome and came up with a few men unto a city of the sea coast and reigned there. Verse 2. And as he entered into the palace of his ancestors, so it was that his forces had taken Antiochus and Lysias to bring them unto him. Verse 3.
So they basically, these people, Antiochus he got conquered, man. They got conquered, and now his soldiers is bringing Antiochus to Demetrius. All right, read. Go ahead, Warren. 1 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 2. Where we at now? Go ahead, Warren. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Wherefore, when he knew it, he said, let me not see their faces.
So right here, he's like, man, I don't even want to see their face. You bring them to me, I don't care about looking at them, because my mind made up what I'm finna do to them. Read.
Verse 4. So his host slew them.
Killed them. Read.
Now when Demetrius was set upon the throne of his kingdom.
Now, Now when this damn devil, this damn Greek, he done conquered the great kings that was before him. He's sitting on the throne looking high and mighty now. Now this is what fear is driven into men. And this is what Israelites should never do. I don't give a damn how great America is, man. Don't fear these damn devils. All they can do is kill your body. They can't do nothing to your soul, man. Stop fearing them, man. But our people, man, they don't want to fight for black people. They don't want to fight for Hispanics, man. They don't want to fight at all. They want to just chill and enjoy their life, man. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. Just let me have this and that. Just give me some kind of crumb, and you don't have to worry about me, Mr. White Man. I'm gonna be a good damn slave. All right? That's the mentality of my people right now. They don't want to fight because they feel like America cannot be defeated. America is a superpower. When they look at America, they're like, oh man, who can defeat these people? America will make a weak black person think that God don't exist. God don't exist. Look at these people here, man. How God gonna help me? How God can help me defeat these people? What can I possibly do to go against America? Read.
Now when Demetrius was set upon the throne of his kingdom, verse 5, there came unto him all the wicked and ungodly men of Israel.
All your Christian pastors, all your black leaders, they coming to the president right now. Just think about it right now. They coming to the president. Remember when Donald Trump got elected, how the Christian pastors sat down with Donald Trump, asking for some deals. Same thing right here. Cut me a slice of that pie. I help you get nominated. I told black people to vote for you. Now give me my piece. Go ahead, Lord. No, you Howard does.
So like y'all know what if I made, that's a heavy point what you just said right there. That's a pimp and a whore relationship. You know what I'm saying? When the black pastor or the black imam or whoever the hell he is can go and sit in front of the oppressor and hold himself out, for trinkets. Not knowing, what he do know, but he'd rather sit up under the oppressor, but doing what the Bible says, we would gain the whole world if we just do what the Most High say do. But because they, they like, smelling, the little puppies, the oppressor. They like to be around them and all that, We keep getting the short end of the stick instead of building our own table. We got to, eat off somebody's plate.
Yeah, man, damn right.
Having Alcimus, who was desirous to be high priest for their captain.
Now this wicked Negro, he was hating on Mattathias and Judas and all them. He like, oh man, I want that high seat. I want to be the high priest. I want to be the HNIC, the head nigga in charge. I want that place, and I'll do anything for it. That's your Christian pastor, man. He'll do anything to keep his heaven right now. That means telling you a lie, encouraging the thought of you being a damn African American. Keeping you celebrating holidays is the way he keeps his heaven. He doing the white man's agenda. By keeping you lost, blind, and docile in your mind, he get to have a heaven. He get to have a little crumb that's bigger than yours, man. But is it worth it? Is it worth it, Christian pastor? It's not worth it at all, man. I mean, and his damn wife, forget about it. She more gung-ho than him. She more gung-ho about being a first wife of the Christian church. Or being what they call not a pastor, but what the female pastors called? Damn, I forgot it, man. Go ahead. Evangelist, whatever they want to be called themselves, man. Let me tell you something, man. Go ahead, Warrior. Prophetess? Oh, man, that's even more worse. Goddamn, prophetess. Oh, damn, they call themselves that too? Man, they in trouble. But they'll do anything to get that reputation amongst black people and be in heaven and keeping black people in hell, destroying everybody else's household. I mean, but they living straight. They living good, man. That's what this nigga finna do, man. And he did it too. He was hating on the house of what called Harmonious, which was Mattathias and Judas them. He wanted what they got. So he basically turned them in. He showed the white people, Idumea, how to conquer his brethren, man. Ain't that what the Christian pastors do right now? Ain't that what the black entertainers do right now? They show these devils how to destroy us, man. I mean, read.
Verse 6, and they accused the people to the king, saying, Judas and his brethren have slain all thy friends.
He's saying Judas, and man, Judas like another form of King David. Judas was killing everything. If Judas thought you was any kind of a traitor, man, he gonna put a javelin through you. You know what I mean? You know what a javelin is? You know what a javelin is? A javelin is something like a spear, but it's all. I think it's all metal. I don't know, but he destroyed the people. Kill him. I didn't know. He killed sellouts. He didn't play with the Steve Harveys of the day. He got rid of them. All right, read.
And driven us out of our own land.
He made them Gentiles. You ever hear about the Gentiles being exiled? Jews being exiled out of the land. These the Gentiles later on down the road that Christ had to come back and save, because the tribe of Judah will kick you out quick and call you a Gentile. You know Jew. We do it right now. We still at the same way. You might be from our neighborhood, right? But if you soft, man, you ain't from my hood. You know what we do? You ain't from Atlanta. Man, you better get out from around here, man. You soft, man. Get out around. We do it right now. That's the tribe of Judah. If you don't have no kind of courage or show some kind of warriorship in you, we don't want you claiming where we from. If we know you a sellout, we don't want you claiming where we from. We'll disclaim you quick. They'll do the same thing back then. This is how you know this Bible's about black people, man. The same spirit that went back then is right now on this earth today, man. Read.
Verse 7. Now therefore send some man whom thou trustest, and let him go and see what havoc he hath made among us.
They basically say, man, send one of your devils out here to come see what this man did, man. It's basically a black man leaving Black Wall Street and going to the white man telling him what they got at Black Wall Street. How great Black Wall Street is and how you need to terrorize and destroy this place. I mean, because this place is so great and it's against you. And it's going to be a problem. Go ahead, Warren.
So like what you just described sound like Uncle Ruckus. You know what I'm talking about, from the Boondocks.
Yeah.
You know, just a simple-minded bastard that hates his own people for life.
But Uncle Ruckus, the spirit of Uncle Ruckus is a lot of these Negro. That's a lot. I like it. Go ahead.
And in the king's land, and let him punish them with all them that aid him.
Woo! Ain't that some self-hatred? You want devils to kill your people. Boy. If that ain't Uncle Ruckus, man. Man, Negroes like that, man. Negroes like that, I call them Oreo cookies. You black on the outside, but you cream, you white on the inside, man. You have the spirit of the devil for real, man. Alright? Read.
Verse 8. Then the king chose Bacchidus, a friend of the king, who ruled beyond the flood, and was a great man in the kingdom, and faithful to the king. Verse 9. And him he sent with that wicked
Awesomeness, yeah. Go ahead.
Whom he had made high priest, and commanded that he should take vengeance of the children of Israel. Verse 10. So they departed and came with a great power into the land of Judea, where they sent messengers to Judas and his brethren with peaceable words deceitfully.
Somebody give me Psalms 50:83. Psalm 50:83. This is what you don't let the white people do to you. All right? I'm letting scriptures to speak for itself. You don't let white people do this to you, man. Go ahead.
Come. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
No, I need what his mouth was. His words are smooth like butter. What is that? His words are smooth like butter. I think it's Psalm 55 and 20 or 55 and 21. Where his words are smooth like butter.
Come. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
It's smooth. It ain't smooth like butter. It's smoother than butter. You better not let that white man deceive you. That's why he's the devil, man. He'll tell you anything, man. But the whole time he's trying to do this to you. Read.
But war was in his heart.
He telling you these smooth words because he wants you to die or become a slave. He ready for you to be a slave, you know what I mean? Because he needs somebody to build his kingdom. You can't kill all the black people. I ready for the black people to serve me, you know what I mean? I'm ready for you to be under my foot. Because guess what? In the kingdom you need a top, a middle, and a bottom. And guess what? If you Negroes willing to stay slaves, you can live. But if you want to come up against me, you have to die. You know what I mean? And when he came over here to America, his words were smooth like butter. But in his heart, which is the mind, he wanted to kill the Native American Indians. That's what he did. He killed them, man. But when he came over here to Christianity, talking about we all got the same God love everybody. This deceiving the Indians, man. And the Indians thought that this white man was their friend. Until the next day. After Thanksgiving, when they got all full, you see fire. See guns pulled out. See swords coming out the quiver. And people getting killed, people getting put in chains, and getting shipped to slavery to Spain and everywhere else on this earth, man. But how you trusting these devils, man? All right, it's a consequence from the Most High when you put your trust in these devils, man. All right, you're not gonna prosper. Read. That's it.
So I got one.
Go ahead. Don't worry about it. Go back to 1 Maccabees chapter 7. Verse 10.
Come. This is the book of 1 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 10. So they departed and came with a great power into the land of Judea.
Where you was at when they said he was talking with peaceable, he spoke to them peaceably?
That's it. It's at the end of that verse.
No, that's on 15.
It's on 10.
10. Okay, go ahead.
Come. From the top. This is the book of 1 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 10.
You gotta read from the top. Just continue reading.
Okay, come. Where they sent messengers to Judas and his brethren with peaceable words deceitfully.
They had peaceable words, but it was deceitfully, man. What is talking about?
So like y'all one.
Go ahead.
Come. It's no different from what our oppressor did with Thanksgiving. You know, they came over here, with peaceful words, or we wanna join together. We all the same people or whatnot, blase. But at the same time, they got their swords and guns and stuff in the bushes, ready to stab you in the back.
Give a hand. Damn right. You know.
Come. Verse 11. But they gave no heed to their words.
Man, Judas wasn't falling for this. Judas Maccabees know how you devils get down. Judas Maccabees is basically ignoring with everything they saying. Like, come on, when you ready to go to war, man? I ain't trying to hear them words, man. Let's get it. All right, read.
Come. For they saw that they came. For they saw that they were come with a great power. Verse 12. Then did there assemble until Isupk and
back at what the name is.
Bacchus, a company of scribes to require justice. Verse 13. Now the Assassins were the first among the children of Israel that sought peace of them. Verse 14.
Assassins. So this was a tribe from Israel that sought peace of them, man. Read. They wanted integration. They wanted integration, man. That's what they wanted. Go ahead.
For said they.
Stop right there. Somebody give me Deuteronomy 23 and 6. If I'm mistaken, Deuteronomy 23 and 6. All right, let's hurry up on it because I'm running low on time. These people, the Assyrians, wanted peace. They wanted peace with the Greeks. They wanted peace with the white people, man. So who got it?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 6. Thou shalt not seek their peace, nor their prosperity all thy days forever.
Thou shalt not seek their peace. Okay, during my class, this is something I really want y'all to do, all right? Because this, like I said, this could go over people's head. You have to read slow, all right? When you're in that camp, it's a class. I mean, I want people to actually hear. Black people don't like to read. I don't know if you know that. If you want to hide something from a Negro, you put it in the book. So that's why I like people to read slow, because Negroes don't like to read. So,
right.
I mean, we like to read, but they don't.
That's right.
They want to hear gospel songs and stuff. I mean, they want to sing and dance. You have to read slow for these Negroes. Even when you at camp, read powerful and slow, so they can know what you saying. Because if you read fast, they're like, you feed the baby, man. So read slow. All right.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 6. Thou shalt not seek their peace.
Thou shalt not seek their peace. What is their peace? What is their peace, man? Go ahead.
Their peace is to destroy you, Israel.
I need something else.
You need something else.
Go ahead.
Christianity.
You got Christianity. We got to destroy you. Go ahead, Warrior. That's right. Their peace is, he said that already. Their peace is our destruction, right? Us being in slavery. I mean, the only way you can have a little peace is you still like your people. I mean, like what? For instance, these rappers, Cardi B, they make women had the attitude of a whore, man, and proud of that shit. It's like excuse my language, but go ahead.
So like y'all the one, Martin Luther King.
Perfect example. I just about to mention that nigga. Know what I mean? Only way and his peace is to sleep with white women. If sleep with white woman, and nobody sleep with white woman, I gotta sell out my people. Then we got a taste of the white woman, we got a taste of that peace. He sit back like, damn, it wasn't worth selling my people out. I brought my people to a burning house, and when he showed the first sign of resentment, he had a white man on the roof that sniped him. That's why you don't make no deal with devils, man. You don't make no deal with devils, man, because guess what? They ain't gonna have no mercy. They ain't gonna have no mercy, man, and they not gonna give you peace. Once they see you trying to rise up for your people, like Nick Cannon and stuff, and you promise them to sell your people out, and guess what? You're not gonna have no peace. But their peace is to keep you destroyed, man, right? And that's what Martin Luther King did to our people, man. He thought it was gonna be all good and gravy with black people. We mean black little boys and girls holding hands of these devils, man. It got worse. It got worse. Now we ain't got no businesses, man. Now the father, the black man, not in this house no more. You done created chaos, all because you wanted some white women. Know what I mean? I had my nephew back at home about Martin Luther King, and he thought Martin Luther King hated white people. I said, whoa. You think a lot of these kids, these children, any Christians think Martin Luther King hated white people. But where did you get that from? Martin Luther King ain't never showed you no kind of signs of hating white people. He loved white people. When white people beat him down on the street and beat you down in the street, he tell you, get back up. Love these people, man. Love them. Turn on the cheek. Love your enemy. Go ahead.
So, what you say right now is so powerful. And,
right.
you know, we kind of joke around about it, but be serious at the same time. I know me and Yahweh that I do, you know,
right.
We call Martin Luther King a an assistant pimp. You know, him and these rappers, all of them play the same role out here when they're dealing with the nation of Israel. All of them play the role of an assistant pimp. And what the assistant pimp do is, you know, he's not the head pimp, but we know the head pimp is our oppressor because he's the one that making all the billions of dollars selling, you know, for our nation being sold out, that the way they're being sold out. This job of the assistant pimp is to keep the hoes in order. You know, bring these hoes to the designated spot to fulfill our lust, which is to beat your ass, to rape and rob and kill you. This is the lust of our oppressor, and his job and all the other. I'm slacking. I don't want to be long with anybody, but you get what I'm saying. You know, everybody are assistant pimps in our nation, our leaders, for our oppressor. Slacking.
Stop all that cussing. No, I ain't no cussing. but go ahead, Warren.
So like I don't want to if I may, Martin Luther King is just he's a white man in blackface. So like,
you got Ben Lago, like on the Ruggers.
That was good.
All right. Okay, we're gonna go. Hey, we're gonna go. Where we at now, Warren?
Deuteronomy 23:6.
Oh, go ahead. Finish that out.
Nor their prosperity all thy days forever.
Do not seek their peace or their prosperity forever. T.D. Jakes wants you to learn the prosperity doctrine. T.D. Jakes said that if you ain't got a car or you not doing good in America, the Lord ain't with you. That's why you ain't got it. The Lord ain't with you. But is that true? Christ ain't had no horse. Christ had to borrow a donkey to come into Jerusalem. But was the Lord with him? Most definitely. Most definitely the Lord was with him. Just because you got money in the Lord, that don't mean the Lord with you. Alright? A lot of these niggas got money because they are selfish. They are selfish. If I was a rich man, if I was a millionaire, even a half a millionaire, I would make sure I look out for my people, man. My people will not be around here homeless, man. I refuse. If you got all that money, man, and you walk around here looking at black people be homeless, right here hungry and stuff, man, you hate black people, man. They don't get around that, man. Go ahead, Warren.
So like the one, Creflo Dollar sits on the poorest block in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? His church, where World Change is.
Yeah.
Down on Old National. Old National is the poorest portion of Atlanta.
Yeah, I
that's where he sits. That's where he sits in there to actually. He's that fox in the hen house. You know what I'm saying? If I had my way, you know what I'm saying? A country boy know what to do with a fox in the hen house.
What happened to the fox in the hen house? I'm curious. I ain't gonna be like that. Hey, I'm curious.
They kill the fox.
Kill the fox. Hey. Yeah, right. You got a Levite spirit on you. Back in the Old Testament. I mean, but these Negroes got grace. You got grace now. I mean, but grace is a time period to change, and the time will be up very soon. And notice something. These churches, right? Everywhere these churches are at, it's poverty. You think the neighborhood is the problem, but the problem is the church. The church in that neighborhood that created these monsters. Go ahead, Warren.
So my to go back to what y'all was saying earlier about the pimp and the assistant pimp. You know, talking about the church, the black preacher at the church. His whole goal is to get rich. You know what I'm saying, and not die trying.
Right.
That's his whole goal. So wherever he can go to run his scheme, his scam, he gonna do that. And where's the best place to do that? And that's just to go to downtrodden people and play on their emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You give me $10, God gonna bless you with $100.
Right. Yeah.
I would have killed you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause that's broad. They're taking food out of that old lady mouth. She may need some medicine down the road, but she just gave you her last $10.
Her last $10.
The widow that just lost her husband because some Negro wanted to shoot at him in gang violence just gave her last $25, and she got to put diapers on her little newborn baby that ain't got a daddy no more because he got killed. You know what I'm saying? Because the Christian church ain't teaching black people to love each other. They teaching us to love the oppressor and hate your damn self. You
The
know,
Christian church is teaching us death. They're teaching us how to kill one another. They're teaching us to die. All right, here in the ISBK, we teach our people to live. I mean, go ahead.
So like when I want to use Proverbs 22:3 as a precept.
Go ahead, read it fast, because I need to go into the book of Maccabees, First Maccabees chapter 8. All right, go ahead.
Come. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth
Start
himself.
right there. What is a prudent man? Go ahead.
A prudent man is.
What do prudent mean?
Prudent means like an ideal or plan B, like the better plan for the future. You know, it's more dealing with the future, being to see ahead of time, being a good planner. You know what I'm saying?
You got it. Damn right. Give him a hand. All right, now read.
Come. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
And how does prudent man know how to plan for the future? Did God touch him? I mean, Chris said, God talked to me. I mean, did God touch him? Did God talk to him in his dreams? Go ahead.
Come. I was going to try to stay on top of it, saying like, you know, prudent man is like, for a man and I, a brother and I should be capable.
That's right, a man of understanding.
A man of
A
understanding.
man who's been taught understanding. A man who's been taught these laws. A man who's been taught how to treat women. All right? A lot of us, before we came into here, we know how to treat no woman. We'll talk. Hey man, she get loud, man. You better leave her, man. But the first day she get loud, leave her. But here, we let our brothers know, hey, that's a demon. That ain't that sister. That's a demon. And if you love her, you'll cast that demon out. All right? You either gonna leave her or her demon start acting out. You let that demon know this is my woman. You can get crazy all you want to. She will always be my woman until she messes another man with her. But if she don't mess no man, I'm gonna stay right here and cast you out, right? And the demon don't like being around something holy unto the Most High. He gonna eventually go on about his business, man. All right? And that's your job is to deal with that woman demons, man. To be her counselor. All right? Men in the world don't want to do that with women. They want to hit it and quit it. Their intention is to hit it and quit it. It's not to be with you forever. That's why they be saying, give me another year to get married. I didn't think about it. Just give me one more year. And if you like 6 more months, no, I don't want this. It ain't working out. I mean, you know how it is. But us, black woman, you my wife. You my wife. And that's how it's supposed to be. You shouldn't lay down with no woman you don't want to be with. Black woman, you should not lay down with a man you don't want to be with. All right? It's wrong. It's wrong. You robbing them, man. They could have said that. They could have said their body for the one they belong to, man. You shouldn't do that to a black woman. You are whoring her out. All right? It's very evil to do that to a black woman. And then you got the nerve to talk about black people problems, man. You the problem amongst black people. Sitting there whoring out your sisters, man. And you want to ride these sisters around here acting the way they act. Because you want to hit it and quit it. But us in ISBK, we're going to stay with that black woman, and we will never date a damn dog. A damn white woman don't look good to us. If a white woman look good to you, look better than a black woman, something wrong with you. And you need to come here and get counseling. All right? Because you got a sick disease in your mind, man. And they call it unclean spirits. That's an unclean spirit to want to lay down with acid.
Right.
All right? Okay, let's go to 1 Maccabees, chapter 8, verse 1. We're going to read about what happened with Judas them and what happened to their rule, the Hasmonean kingdom. All right? So let's read 1 Maccabees, chapter 8, verse 1.
Come. This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 8, verse 1. Now Judas had heard of the Romans.
How did Judas heard of the Romans? Because the Romans was taking over the earth. They were killing everybody. They're right there taking all the land. And it got back to Judas like, hey man, these devils over here, these white people over here is ruling the earth. They killing everything, man. Read.
Come. That they were mighty and valiant men.
What do valiant mean? Valiant. What that means? A valiant man. Fearless. He got courage. don't give a damn about dying, man. Hey, if you're the ISBK, you're supposed to be a violent man, man. You're supposed to give a damn about dying for your nation. You're supposed to die for this truth, man. Because guess what? Them Romans, they're going to die for their country. Know what I mean? They'll go all the way out. Read.
Con.
You can't be no coward here. That's why we say ain't no cowards allowed in our school, man. Because you got to die for your people here. You can't face the oppressor and then sell us out. That's why a man get tested when he comes to the ISBK. Okay, we got to see if you're a sucker or not, man. If you're a coward or not. Because white men be sending agents up in this place sometime, man. That's why we church people. All right.
Con.
Read.
And such as would lovingly accept all that join themselves unto them, and make a league of enmity, and all that came unto them.
What's enmity? To make a league of enmity. What does that mean? Enmity. Enmity means, you got it?
It's like a type of dislike.
No, enmity is friendship.
Friendship.
Go ahead, Warden. Friendship. Yeah. Okay. Never trust the enemy. Can't make me your friend. Go ahead.
Come, verse 2. And that they were men of great valor. It was told him also of their wars and noble acts which they had done among the Galatians, and how they had conquered them and brought them under tribute.
They had to pay taxes. Everybody that conquered had to pay taxes, man. Go ahead.
Come, verse 3. And what they had done in the country of Spain.
Yeah, we were in Spain. They're over there in Spain conquering people. Go ahead.
Come, for the winning of the mines of the silver and gold which is there. Verse 4. And that by their piety and patience they had conquered all the place.
All right, skip down to Slovakia. Give me 1 minute. I needed what I said. They made where Jason made a league with the Romans. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 17. In consideration of these things, Judas chose Eupolemus, the son of John, the son of Achos, and Jason, the son of Eleazar
is the name, another name for Lazarus. All right, go ahead.
Come, and sent them to Rome to make a league of enmity and confederacy with them.
Confederacy. We all know what confederacy means, right? We say the prayer all the time, Psalm 83. They are confederate against thee. People joining together. I mean, go ahead.
Together in secrecy. Come, verse 18. And to entreat them that they would take the yoke from them. For they saw that the kingdom of the Grecians did oppress Israel with servitude.
So basically they went to the Romans for what? What did Judas send Jason to the Romans for? To make a pact for? He just read it? Go ahead.
To help defeat the Grecians.
That's right. To help defeat basically to help protect them from the Grecians. They want protection because they was tired of getting oppressed by the Grecians. They defeated the Grecians, right? But they know the Grecians gonna come back. If you don't kill the white man off, he gonna come back. All right? He don't stop. But guess what? You went to another white man to help you against another white man. Hey, that's what we're doing right now. When you vote for Joe Biden or you vote for Trump, you going to two damn devils, man. Huh? Let me get Somebody give me Lamentations 4:17, and somebody give me 1 Maccabees chapter 12 verse 16, and then I'm gonna close the class, all right? So who got Lamentations 4:17? This whole class, the spirit behind the class is we cannot go to devils to correct our people, all right? That is something that we need to start doing. That's why America, that's why all the rest of these nations don't respect us. Because we go to them to correct our problems. We need to police ourselves, man. And how you police yourselves? You come to the ISBK and get taught these laws of God, man. That's how you police yourself. Hold yourself accountable, man. All right? Bring it. We got Lamentations 4:17.
Come. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help.
Looking to America to correct us. You know what I mean? Asking them to get counseling for these damn devils and they need counseling themselves. That is vain help. They can't help you. Vain means nothing. Their help is nothing. They can never help black people, man. They can never rehabilitate black people, man. But that's the job of ISBK to do, not for these devils. What these devils need to do is just leave us the hell alone, man.
Yeah, right.
Back the hell up. Give us our 40 acres of the mule. Let us become a great nation, and let Christ come back and let us kill you off. You know what I mean? Let us make you a fossil in a goddamn museum somewhere. You know what I mean? Let us give you what you gave us. All right? That's a true reparation, man. The money can't buy what they did to us, man. Only blood can satisfy what they did to the Most High people, man. I want blood. I want your money, man. Because once I spend all the money, guess what? I still want that blood. So I want the blood and the money, goddamn. I mean, that money can't satisfy my appetite. I'm greedy when it comes to my ancestors.
That's right.
All right. Who got 1 Maccabees chapter 12, verse 16?
Come. This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 12, verse 16. For this cause we choose Numenius, the son of Antiochus, and Antipater, the son of Jason, and sent them unto the Romans to renew the enmity that we had with them, and the former league.
Read on.
Come, verse 17. We commanded them also to go unto you, and to salute and deliver you our letters concerning the renewing of our brotherhood.
Of our what?
Of our brotherhood.
They call these devils their brothers, man. That's where they messed up. And that's what we messing up today at. We calling these devils our brothers. You know what I mean? These devils are our brothers. They don't have the same spirit we got. The Lord gave every nation their own spirit by giving us our own culture. And by giving them their own gods. You know? The Most High gave them false gods, but we really their gods. We really the power over them. But until Christ come back, they're gonna be worshiping Buddha and Allah. But when Christ come back, we're gonna take all their damn images and throw it on the ground, man. Just like we do at camp. We're gonna throw it on the ground, burn it up, and let them know that we are the gods of this earth. We are the authority over you, and you're gonna build up our kingdom the same way we build your damn kingdom, man. Alright? Especially the white man. The white man, he gonna be in the field. He gonna be picking cotton. He gonna be picking watermelon. And the African and the damn Arab man, they can do construction. They can build the houses and stuff. The white man, he must be in the field. I don't want him nowhere in my house. I don't want to look at him. I want to see the sun baking his skin, man. I want to see boils on his skin. I want to see him suffer. Know what I mean?
Right.
I that's my delight. That's my pleasure. And I know he'll kill himself before he keep picking cotton from me. All right. And with that, I'm going to get the class of preaching officer of 50, the Pashkaya.
This is ISUK security announcements. We are the Isupk started out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for a new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come into the school, they are limited for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother and sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. Ma'ashra means 10 in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department and teacher. Priest bond. Free will also a priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you like to give. And this is the last day of the Feast of Hanukkah. The next one coming up after that is the Feast of Purim. It's going to be January 15th.
14.
Sorry, it'll be February 14 and 15. Okay, I'll walk in to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And one more thing you do, when you go to the school, make sure GPS address. The address is 3353 Glenwood Road, Decatur, Georgia. It can help build up the accuracy so you can have people find the school. With that, men of Israel, Almighty Sabbat, Almighty Rock, Okay, what I just said to you in Hebrew, may the Most High, in the name of Christ, bless you.
Now do that over again. You got to salute the teacher.
Oh, it's lost. Guys, give one curse salute to a teacher. Men of Israel, Almighty Sabbat, Almighty Rock,
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakah.
Got Yah, we would top, hand down, Sar, turn to your sister. Sister, Almighty, you stand, you the same. Okay, you got your sister here, so you got to like this, over our three angle, right hand left, head down, shame face to the Lord. We say rock with your right hand on your chest. Men of Israel, Almighty Sabbat, Almighty Rock,
Yahweh Shema Elohim Hashem Yahushua.
Yahweh Shema Elohim Hashem Yahushua.
We'll just say it to you in Hebrew, may the Most High watch over you. In the name of Christ, Yah, you top, your hands down, class dismissed.
I'm burned out.